We're leaving the Green River area and heading to Thompson Springs, Utah. It's a last in our series of remote scenic places in Utah for the season. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the other videos in Utah. Situated in the east portion of the state along I-70, Thompson was reported to have a population of just 39 in the 2010 census. Certainly a ghost town by most people's standards. We'll look around, but this isn't the ghost town we'd planned to visit. The map in the center of the town shows our ultimate destination. Thompson Springs began life in the late 1800s as a community center and shipping point for cattle that were run in the Bookcliffs. After leaving Thompson, we planned to visit 3 more places of interest. The first takes us on a semi-improved road to the Sego Canyon Rock Art Interpretive site. It's only about 3 miles on Highway 94. It almost seems like an overstatement to call this road a highway. Sego Canyon is unique as it contains 3 culturally distinct styles of rock art: the Fremont, Ute, and Barrier style. You'll see both petroglyphs and pictographs. The site is managed by the Bureau of Land Management and contains 3 main panels. At this point, we unloaded Julia's to explore the rest of the area. There are other panels on private property, and we viewed these from a distance. As we drove up Sego Canyon, you could see the remnants of railroad bridges in the washes, giving a hint as to what lies ahead. Yep, a ghost town. While exploring the area, Henry Ballard, a resident of the town of Thompson, found an exposed vein of gold. He bought up the land and began mining, later selling his interest in 1911. The completed railroad spur brought growth to the town, and the town of Nelson was renamed Sego after a lily that grew in the canyon. Being a desolate area lacking water, the town only grew to a few hundred people. From 1920 to 1947, coal production was at its peak. A flash flood in the 50s put the last nail in the coffin. Since there's no restoration project to preserve what's left of the remaining structures, the wooden buildings are quickly collapsing. Containing the graves of several former residents of Sego, the cemetery is an interesting stop. Many of the grave sites were unmarked and contained remains of coal miners. We've visited many old cemeteries and seen things left behind, but I never understood the significance of each item, so we thought the sign was pretty interesting. Not on the sign, but found at each of the grave sites were little plastic dinosaurs. Interesting. We're not done yet. This next destination is why we chose to continue the adventure in Julius. We'll be driving along the top of the Book Cliffs. These desert mountains span 250 miles across Utah and Colorado. This makes it the longest continuous escarpment in the world. The name of the mountain came from the buttes that appear like a shelf of books. The trail is relatively easy. The spurs we took were a little more challenging, but they're worth taking to capture a great view.
When you see the road from every direction, it will give you eyes, give you hope, it'll give you perspective. I've been back and forth, and yeah, I had my crashes. Now I've seen the road, it goes every direction. Oh, there are stories to tell, the times we grew and the times we fell. Oh, I've been afraid some days, but the road will lead us to a better place. Road will lead us to a better place. Toward the horizon, up ahead you'll find a peace of mind, relief from the trying. I have burned a bridge, wrecked in a ditch, had to ask forgiveness. Dead ends come and go, look toward the horizon. Oh, there are stories to tell, the times we grew and the times we fell. Oh, I've been afraid some days, but the road will lead us to a better place. Road will lead us to a better place. Stories to tell, times we grew and the times we fell. Ooh, I've been afraid some days, and the road will lead us to a better place. Oh, there are stories to tell, the times we grew and the times we fell. Oh, I've been afraid some days, but the road will lead us to a better place. Road will lead us to a better place. Hey, yeah. To a better place.
enjoyed our content, please consider liking and subscribing. Next time you'll see us, we'll be traveling from Colorado to Arizona to be snowbirds. Hit the bell so you don't miss an episode.
Did you hear about the teenager that failed his driving test? He thought it was a crash course.